Hello, lovely listeners, and good morning, Kim.
Good morning, Joe. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to One Harmonic Whole.
With Kim and Jill.
Yeah. We are inviting you to like, subscribe, share, comment for this daily podcast.
Yep, so it gets more attention, gets shared a more, gets discovered a more.
Yep. Yep. Sit back and enjoy today's message.
Today's topic. Ooh, okay, first of all, I'm going to put this towards me. First of all, wow.
Yeah.
We'll just leave it at that. If, you're listening to this real time, you know what the wow is about. If you're listening to this another time, you also know what the wow is about.
It's been an interesting week, I would say here in the United States, but I'm going to say even across the world. It's been a very interesting time that we're going through. And here's the beautiful thing of time. Time does not exist in universal realm, in the etheric realm, in the energy realm. There's no existence of time. So this moment that we are in our like physical calendar time, 2026, this has been played out before. It's a pattern that is being brought up.
Here's the best description I ever heard about no time. Excuse me. No
Yeah.
time and being in the now was, and this is all imagination or memory.
Yeah.
So remember a time when something shocking came up. You were going about your life as usual, and all of a sudden you got some shocking information. I can tell you two examples more recently. One was a phone call and my mom's in the hospital. Okay. Everything collapses into like this black, all time goes away when you get information like that. Years ago, I was in a car accident. Same thing occurred. All time goes away. So we do have moments that we can touch into to understand the concepts, say, of timelessness. And then we go back to living in time as we define it. So we kind of like go in and out of it in our experience. We're kind of in time more than out of it. But all of us have the capacity to remember a timeless experience or memory. Or if you don't have one, then make one up.
Yes. And as much as, okay, this is interesting how this is happening. As much as we talk about like energy has no time per se, and that we are getting glimpses, like the memories of remember moments where there's no time, where you're just there and you're present in the energy, you're present in the essence of it. Okay. The more, there's, there may be a couple of situations going on here that I'm feeling energy with. So I'm going to go back in, say, time, earthly time, calendar time. Okay. And we go back centuries and how there was like wars, and then there was like disruptions, and there was like these big events in the world. Those big events are really nothing compared to when you actually have like a timeless event. We think of those moments of, say, past wars where we're going to war, you know, we're being invaded. I'm getting pulled to like not United States things. Wow. Whew. Like Europe over there, like say Caesar time. We're going back.
Mhm.
And there was moments in there where it was timeless and it was beautiful, the timelessness. It's like they just went about their day. Ooh, side note, I just seen somewhere on social media of a place by Norway that there's an island that is actually timeless. There is when people cross the bridge to go to this island, they leave their watches on the bridge. They go over there and there's no like time that things have to occur. It's like they can go to a school and they can play football when they want to play football. Like they just like, hey, who's ever there is there. It's like they play with the energy, the essence of who is around, who's not around. And it's actually quite beautiful. and there's like lack of stress in that area. They just go with the flow. Okay. That is the timelessness that we're trying to move into.
Into the new way of, if you will, even time.
Yeah.
It is, because timelessness is just kind of hard to wrap our head around.
Yeah.
But yeah, call it timelessness. I'm good with that. Or new time, call it whatever you want. But yeah, it's being present. We've had lots of trainings over the last couple of decades from people about being present in the now and what that means. We're beyond talking about it. We are in living and experiencing it. Living it really is how it comes to me. That's when you're saying in the flow. The I want to say problem, but I'll call it the trick.
Yeah.
Is, how do you go to school when you want? How do you go to work when you want and things get done? Right now, quite honestly, we don't know because we're like newborns in timelessness again. We don't have the skill people had in that time frame you were talking back at Caesar time. They were born into timelessness, if you will, and children were trained how to be with that. We're really brand new at it again. It's pretty interesting. It's kind of exciting. It's also a little scary because we're like, what is that? How do I do timelessness in my life?
Yeah.
And I don't think we are going to answer that all like right now.
In the now. But we're gonna start diving into this in this series, is how to be present in the now, which is actually embracing timelessness. How does that kind of like how do we start transitioning into that, but yet honoring the time system that we currently have?
Right. And I have a fantastic example from it from earlier today. It just popped back into my mind. That's so interesting. I woke up this morning at, it was before 5 a.m. It was 4 something, like 4:55 or something. And I remember waking up before I knew the time. Okay. I remember waking up and going, oh, it's time to get up. Okay. And I kind of start coming to. Then I saw the clock. I rounded it up because it was 4:55. I just rounded it up to 5, right? And I was like, no, I'm not getting up at 5. But the reason is because if I go in time, I'm thinking I'm going to be tired because I'm going to have to do all the things I've been told I need to do during the day rather than going with the flow. I was already calling myself out of the flow and into all the constructs of time and daily life. If I was completely in the flow, I could have gotten up at 5 and done my day, because if I was tired at 2 or 2:30, I could rest if I'm in the flow. So I share that just because to me, I hope it illustrates the what would I say, the challenge right now between going with the flow and, like you said, the time. I'm going to say the time constraints we have put on us right now. They are time constraints.
Yes.
And the stress with that. That's why I was like, nope, I can't go back. It wasn't because I didn't want to get up and go. I didn't want to engage the stress that it may have brought on, which is funny because all of those things were in my mind and made up and didn't exist, right, Kim?
Exactly. The stories that we conjure up over time, literally over physical time, the stories that we've been told that we are meant to believe in. And all this stuff is being crumbled down as much as we're seeing, say, destruction in our races, destruction that's going on between societies, destruction that's going on in the government. People will think it's destruction. That is one reality. And I don't know why they're going into this, like why I'm talking about this, but basically there's a part of all this that is being shown to us that is part of this like dismantling of these old patterns, is dismantling of these things that we've been constructed to believe in that actually have something to relate to timelessness.
Actually, I get that because I felt, I guess I'll wrap it up with that. I felt such a sense of relief, Kim. And just like, I even was exhaling, just like, oh my goodness, when you were like reaching back in time to a timeless era, I felt the stress go away from me. I felt more of like joy for life, like not manufactured joy, like a bubbling up of just joy. I didn't have anything to do with it. It was just coming up. I felt calm. Okay. So time, as we're going to talk about time in this theme, it does point to something else that's going on, which is the things we've been trained into. Time is just one of them.
Yeah. So stay tuned
Mhm.
for the next episode.
I love it. It suddenly becomes a mystery.